Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. And welcome to a new portion of the show I like to call Raiders of the Story. This is where I take a popular nostalgic show and look over the first few episodes to see if it still holds up. With that said, Teenage Mutant fucking Ninja Turtles! As you all know, I love Ninja Turtles growing up. I was a Hero and a Half-Shell junkie. But now that I'm older, is the show really as good as I remember it? We know the movies definitely have flaws, but what about the television show that turned these reptiles into household names? I mean, after they were already household names. Well, I'm gonna look at the first episodes to find out. The ones from the 3 VHSs that we all watched in the 80s and 90s. So let's not waste any time and start with Turtle Tracks. Here we go, the very first episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It starts out in New York City. The crime wave is high with muggings mysterious. All police and detectives are furious. And of course, the reporter leading the story on these crimes is good old April O'Neil.
Ninjas.
Oh, I just remember the reasons I love her so much. One on the left and one on the right.
These incisions could only have been made with a samurai sword. And look at this rope. This can only be the work of ninjas, the ancient band of Japanese warriors.
And how can you tell that from the rope, Professor?
Well, look for yourself. It's made in Japan.
Whoa, that shut me up! So we see the Shredder watches the reporters through a secret camera as he sends the cast of Mad Max the Musical to put a stop to their story.
We got a message for you from the big boss man. He wants you should stick to reporting fashion shows.
Here, catch!
Bullshit. With breasts that big, wouldn't be able to fit in a pipe from Super Mario Brothers. But unfortunately, she forgot that she can't go through fucking walls and gets herself cornered.
Sign off time, April O'Neil.
Chill out, homeboy.
But of course, our green friends come to save her as April can't believe her eyes.
I don't know who you are, but thanks. You're not human. I can't handle this.
So she wakes up in the turtle's home and passes out again.
I wish she'd stop doing that.
When she wakes up for a second time, the turtle's master, a rat named Splinter, explains who they are.
The story of my young friends and I is really the story of a man named Hamato Yoshi.
He says his name used to be Hamato Yoshi, and he was the master of a martial arts clan known as the Foot in Japan, until his enemy, named Oroko Saki, literally stabbed him in the back.
So, you plot to kill our honorable sensei.
Their sensei, who looks like a scrotum massage ball, looks over the situation and says,
Throw the bomb out!
In disgrace, Yoshi fled to America. Penniless, he was forced to live in the sewers.
Wait a minute, why did he go directly to the sewers? There's shelters in New York. And if he's penniless, how did he get to America in the first place? And why doesn't he get a job? Those last two sentences are really flawed. Okay, so while living in the sewers with the rats, 4 baby turtles drop down the drain, and he decides to take care of them as well. He seems to live a decent life, most likely stealing everything he possesses, but then he arrives home to a shock.
It was a powerful mutagen. It caused whoever touched it to take on the form of whatever animal they had most recently been in contact with.
Yeah, this is back in the day when science goo could just do anything. You can make up the most absurd reasoning that has no scientific logic, but it's science goo, so it flies. For example, let's see what happens when I take this jar of Philadelphia cream cheese and pour some science goo all over it. Damn it! It always turns into a 12-inch talking doll of Dennis Miller. Science fucking sucks, man! Science fucking sucks!
Hey, what if those crop circles are just ads for Target?
So since the turtles had most recently been in contact with Splinter, they turned human. And since Splinter had most recently been in contact with the turtles, he turns into a rat. Hey, what? Okay. He names them after the great Renaissance painters because Lord knows the show has to teach kids something, and raises them in the art of ninjutsu.
And that is how they became the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Trademark Splinter 1989! So they decide to help April out in discovering who's been committing all these crimes. But as you imagine, they don't fit in very well.
Monsters!
Okay, we all know this gag. The woman overreacts and runs away screaming while, holy shit!
One twitch in your history, scum! Now back off! Nice and easy!
Moses from Planet of the Apes says it's my right to own one of these things, and by God, I'm gonna exercise that right! So they get those famous trench coats and hats that of course fool everybody into thinking they're not turtles as they come across, for lack of a better name, the Ninja District.
Ninja dry cleaners?
Ninja shoe repairs?
Ninja video rentals?
Ninja dentist? Ow!
You know what the funny thing is? These all sound like movie titles for like a sci-fi channel Ninja Movie Week. Coming soon on Ninja Movie Week. Ninja dry cleaner, Ninja shoe repair, Ninja video rental, and Ninja dentist. Coming this week on Syfy, SYFY, that wrestling channel. So I guess the idea is that the ninjas work for the Shredder and hide in plain sight in the Ninja District, as the Shredder keeps a close eye on his enemies.
This April O'Neil is getting closer to my operation. I blame myself.
So do I.
I should not have sent a punk to do a ninja's job.
So April finds a security building in the Ninja District that just happens to be the headquarters of the Foot Clan.
I got another scientific equipment company lined up, just waiting to be cleaned out.
I found him. Send a camera crew to...
Alright, send a camera crew to By any chance is that off of Help Street? So the turtles follow the clues to where April is being held and they're attacked by the Foot Clan, which it turns out is just a bunch of robots.
Robots? Let's rock!
Robots that still use ninjutsu weapons. Yeah, by this point I bet Shredder is seriously wondering why he didn't just put guns on these guys. Hell, even old ladies on the street seem to have guns in this world, and yet these guys are still fighting with sticks and arrows? Alien technology is nice, but a bullet is still a bullet.
They're getting...
Whoa, wait a minute. Hello! Looks like somebody's trying to cop a shell. No wonder she keeps getting kidnapped all the time. She's just looking for a turtle feel down. What are they doing down there? Did the foot in the middle of escaping suddenly decide to start sweating to the oldies?
It's sweating time!
But the foot escape underground and flood the rest of the building, as Splinter fears that the Shredder might also be his mortal enemy Oroku Saki, which closes out our first episode and leads to the next one entitled... What was the title of that one again? Oh, jeez, man! I mean, doesn't that hurt? Is he still wearing the sharp... I don't want to think about it! Oh! I need an Dennis Miller joke to get my mind off that.
You know, other than the bombs they strap to their chests, I have absolutely no idea what makes the Palestinians tick.
I don't get it.